I think we're seeing results of climate change. We are definitely seeing seasonal changes. We're seeing changes in storm activity, fairly well documented. The construction industry and how we live has an impact on that. The building and operation of buildings contributes to 40% of our total CO2 emissions. So I think having a carbon neutral building that gives people that option of taking that first step to making a real difference is important. We are in Bradford Station, first carbon neutral development in Grand Rapids. That means every year we have to keep track of all of our utilities, all of our water consumptions, anything involved in the operation of the project that would produce CO2 emissions. We add all of that up, and then we purchase offsets. They can be renewable energy, they can be reforestation projects to get that down to zero. That's the last step in the process. The first step in the process for us was designing a building that reduced as much as we could our CO2 emissions. Having good windows, having good insulation in the walls and roof to minimize the amount of heating and cooling energy that's required. All electric. There is no natural gas used in the building. We have a farmer's market that is close by. We've got a great grocery store right up the street. We tried to design the kitchen with that in mind. We don't have garbage disposals. We have a composting system. We don't have giant refrigerators. We don't have giant dishwashers. We think those lead into that kind of lifestyle. HVAC systems that are 100% contained within each apartment. We did that before COVID, but it's certainly been a help now getting into the realities of wearing masks and being very concerned about air exchanges. The energy recovery ventilator saves the energy, so then in the summertime, when you put a lot of energy into cooling the air, that energy recovery ventilator takes that cooling, cools off the hot air that we're bringing in from outside, so you're constantly getting the fresh air, but saving the energy. I think we're in a good place in Grand Rapids. This building works well in Grand Rapids because of the other things that the community has done. It's not a surprise to anybody. It's not a big shift. It's the next step.